We'll see. It's tricky light stuff. What I'm doing is just keeping my turns really easy, and I'm trying to extend into any lift that I feel. So something over here, and I'm just delaying my corner there a little bit to try and push upwind. Sort of 1 meter a second on the averager, but I could lose this at any time. Game now is real patience. I'm trying to get to Mount Caburn, which is kind of straight ahead of us now. And that's quite easy. I think this is how the qlight really likes it. It's a fairly, or a very flat, efficient turn. It's not super tight. It's not the most agile glider in the class, but it does this really well. You got light lift and you just keeping it super efficient. I've got a quarter brake on one side, a little bit of weight shift in, and I feel like I'm optimizing with this glider, that it's just cutting through the lift nicely. I'm getting some feedback from the wing, but it is definitely reduced. Slightly planky feeling in the glider, a sort of a competition wing feeling. It's keeping everything really taut and efficient and tight. It does mean the glide is a little tight, you know, it feels like your steering is a little tight. By that I mean moderate to heavy brake pressure to get it to come around. There's a bit of lift there. I'm just using a little bit of a body angle change there to tighten up on the lift, but otherwise trying to keep the glider like a sailplane, just gliding around super smooth. There it is again. Tighten up on that, relatively speaking. I've got a cloud building above me, so hopefully I can get up to that. We'll see up there. And looking up at the glider, it's a lightweight. It's still got all of its structure in it. It's only 3.9 kilos, so it's not ultra light like the, I don't know, the Maestro X Alps and some of the other wings where you're getting closer to 3 kilos. 3.9 is closer to semi-light. It means they've kept some of the structure, which means it holds itself together beautifully. It's really taut leading edge. Let's get you back to normal position. There we go. The rotation, but hopefully it's a stable image. And every time I come into the picture, hi, you can see my face, and then I'm going to go out again. Somewhere on the Insta there is a setting to let it track me, but there it is. Climbing up nicely now, so he says. So because I got that patch of sink, I just went on a bit of a search actually. Still Still doesn't feel like I'm in the core, but on the average I'm getting 1.4, so that's good enough for me. It's a bit broken up there. It's quite tricky to analyze a glider while you're flying cross country, and I find sometimes the two are a kind of a conflict, because while I'm trying to do cross country, I'm trying to absolutely maximize my lift, so I'm putting in very inputs into the glider, which doesn't really test the limits of the glider, and most of the time what I'm feeling is what the air is doing as opposed to what the wing's doing. So to do a really fair review, I've got to start doing things like turning like this with too much brake on, to see if I can spin the wing, and also fly a bit badly so that the wing collapses, so I can test that. So I've sort of lost the thermal now, and there are two ways to go, downwind or upwind. I went a bit downwind there, just going on gut feeling. Now I'm going to go straight upwind using my little indicator on my Vario. Okay, I hit something there, and that was, I didn't actually go straight upwind. I was looking at this cloud, and I could see that there was a bit more forming on this side. I think there's still a bit more juice ahead of here. But I found particularly light flatland conditions, you don't want to be in a hurry. There's a little bit more juice there. So often I'm just drifting with this very slow flying, but that way you don't bomb out in the flats. Right. Now that feels like I went out the front of the thermal there. Going back into it. There it is. Now we can get a nice steady turn hopefully in the core. Still coming out of it slightly on the one side there.